Do you wonder what you should eat and how much? Well, new dietary guidelines may help. A registered dietitian says the guidelines provide a framework for healthy eating.
They're kind of a big deal in the sense that they help to set the structure for things like food stamps and school lunch program and things like that. They're also meant to give just some general guidance to Americans on what we should look at with our diets.
The latest guidelines include some notable changes. For example, added sugar should be limited to less than 10% of calories per day for ages 2 and older. Saturated fat should also be limited to less than 10% per day starting at age 2. As for sodium intake, well, that should stay under 2,300 milligrams per day. And finally, men should have no more than 2 alcoholic beverages per day, and women should only have 1. Kirkpatrick says while this is all good advice, she would have liked to have seen even stricter guidelines.
The sodium is a great suggestion to keep it under 2,300 milligrams a day, but I would have loved for them to go further and talk about where sodium really lies in the American diet, and that is in ultra-processed foods. We've seen multiple studies come out in the past year showing that consumption of ultra-processed foods leads to weight gain and a reduction in being able to lose weight, as well as an increase in chronic disease risk.
As far as tips go, Kirkpatrick says be sure to read the nutrition labels when shopping. She also recommends a whole foods diet consisting primarily of plants, and also make sure you get a little bit of added protein.